We're blind.
For those of you who have just joined us, this is Call of Cthulhu in New York. For our longtime fans, I will be eating during the first half of this session. We know how much you enjoy it when we do eat.
It's
because it makes you hungry as you're watching our videos.
We have a lot to get
that.
through.
You should go to...
We don't have time.
James, tell him what you're eating.
Yeah.
James, what are you
I'm
eating?
having a delicious vegetarian Taco Bell wrap.
Wow. Would you suggest that our viewers, when they're hungry, go to Taco Bell?
James,
Yes.
how much out of 10?
What about Pizza Hut?
So keep in mind, it's cold now because I didn't eat it when it was first bought. It was also unexpectedly vegetarian and it lacked crunch. It was free. It was a gift from Amber, which will give her an advantage later today in the session. But it could be better. All right.
8 out of 10.
Did you get that the pizza? The combination?
Yep.
You got from the combination
That's what
Pizza
you're
Hut and
trying
Taco
to
Bell.
Very nice.
Oh, wait, it was a combo pizza and Taco Bell?
Wow.
I'm at the pizza.
I'm at the Taco
That's like being
Bell.
possessed by one of the dark gods.
That is
Those things-
a...
That's enough.
That's
That
there's like the combo.
Oh,
song does not need to be remembered.
There's like the combo AW root beers and Pizza Huts, right?
I've been to those.
Yeah.
Those are
Does
great.
A&W really stand for hamburgers and root beer?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, no, it does.
Well, I like to believe that that is the case, and even though you might know the true facts, I choose to believe the exciting facts.
Hamburgers and root
See,
beer.
this is what happens when your sanity drops below 50.
My sanity's at 63.
Oh, 34!
My sanity's at
35.
69.
James
My sanity
Yeah.
never broke 50.
69.
James has got to be like, not for long.
As long as we're doing this great preamble, I should also clarify that for the last 20 years, I've been telling people that it was legal to kill Mormons in Illinois until it was 1976 when he finally took the law off the books.
And someone believed you?
No, it's just that
Somebody did it?
I studied this for years because the Mormons tried to take over the U.S. government. The leader declared himself more important than the
There
president.
go our
at the
Mormon
highest level
view.
during-
Romney.
So for years
We
they
don't need
were inwardly executed because they were enemies of the state.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been telling people this for years, and I should have remembered this from my cult studies back when I was in seminary. It wasn't Illinois; it was Missouri that the law was passed.
Easy
That
to
makes
see.
much more sense.
I just always thought it was Illinois because that was where
I
they
believe that one.
supposedly were told by God where they should build
Right.
Zion until they were kicked out and said, "Oh, you
So it
know,
would make a lot of sense that they want to
God
get rid of them first.
changed his mind. That he wasn't able to overcome the difficulties, so we have to go to another place."
Right.
But it was Missouri because it was
The
where
neighbors
they.
don't like us.
It was in Missouri that they instituted Executive Order 44. That allowed. No, that's where they got it from.
MK Ultra.
Order 66 in the Star Wars universe is based off of the idea of Order 44.
So-
Rule
That was-
34.
What does A&W stand for?
This is all not going to make it to the final edit. It's like,
It will.
It stands for Americans want burgers. And then A&W burgers.
Okay.
I like that. Americans
But no,
want
seriously, James, what does it stand for?
it's the names of these two guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The names are literally A&W.
Their name are hamburgers and root beer.
This is where we cut in.
It's a perfume.
I used to own a shirt just like that.
It's my grandfather's shirt.
He
Can
died
you
in it.
explain why it's
No, he's still very much alive.
It's the magic eye shirt.
I mean,
That's
I'm
not
glad he's
fun.
alive. I mean, darn it that you didn't come with a good story.
Look, if you paint your granddad wearing that shirt, I bet.
Yeah, Pop's gotta go.
Good. That brings
What
us
is
back to the
happening?
thing. So,
Wow!
wow, that
James,
really,
I hope your grandfather's alive and continues to be
No,
alive.
I meant
He
if
has
you,
better
James,
never
I
watch
meant
this
if,
video.
If you catch him wearing your shirt.
My family watches this channel.
No!
I'm sorry for them.
Pop's gotta go
We
to
are
a
terrible
nice
people.
resort, is what I
That's
meant
true.
to say. Pop's
Look.
gotta go to a nice tropical
It's
resort.
from the 80s,
There you
James.
go.
I'm cosplaying. This is my cosplay.
Well, the thing is that I think I bought that shirt in the 80s.
Oh, great.
On Tabletop Talk, you make the sanity
It's probably
check.
like 30% a special.
I know. Like, that's
You
literally
guys
what's
should
happening.
wear it up.
Go.
All right.
Coordinate and the
Please
James
tell your
can be
family that I
twins.
don't want your grandfather to die.
My shirt has disintegrated.
Oh,
Too late, they know.
It's too late. Too
All right,
fast.
Okay.
So you might remember when last we were picked up, you were all at the club waiting for midnight to come because apparently that's when the interesting stuff happened. So far, you've already met Jesse Chambers, the well-known Broadway producer, and his buddies Marshall Blake and Owen McKinney, who they were hanging out with, and I believe it was Quigley, who they went down there and had a chit chat with them, which is sort of out of character.
I was with him.
Well, no
It's a
one was
great
doing anything about
conversation.
this ring lead or this pin lead, so
Yeah, I was with him during that.
So you
conversation.
did discover that he's
Lead.
wearing a pin that is similar to, but quite distinct from yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you apparently got it from his sponsors after he won the Tony, and you discovered that was a organization called Choctaw Enterprises, which apparently has a lot of money and produces a lot of events and backs a lot of artistic projects.
My running theory is that his sponsor and our sponsor are somehow connected, and these are tracking devices.
Also, for those who
Maybe
don't
listening
remember,
devices.
Choctaw Industries was in Call of Cthulhu Season 1 for Sovia, which you can go back and watch right now.
Yes.
Chock
Should they
full of
follow the
mysteries.
link below?
Yeah, we'll put in a link right
Chock.
here.
Ooh, follow the link
Only gets
below.
better with
Like
that.
and subscribe.
Someone get points.
I mean, I probably
right there.
I could.
Oh, is that
could
the
do
part where I go like
actually.
this and they put the link here? Where
Yeah, the
I
link's
point
right
it?
there.
You actually can't
It's
do
right
that on
here.
YouTube anymore
No,
until the
where
very
is
end.
it?
Oh,
They've
really?
regulated
Keeps
it.
moving.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It's in the description.
Or no, you might be able to.
You can do annotations.
You might
I'm
be
just
able
going
to
to do this, and
You
then
can't do it.
later when Will
No.
does the edit, he'll just cut back to this part where I'm going like this. And it's like, and then there'll be a link over here.
Just Google it since we forgot to put it in.
I wish we could do this in front of a green screen so that like you could just put in a link that's in the video, but it's not a real link. It's just an image.
Oh, I've seen that a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
just put
They
in
didn't
link
make it
from The
linkable,
Legend of
it's just
Zelda.
a image of it.
oh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh.
That would cause our viewers to have to make sanity
Copy
checks.
Yeah,
paste
I
this
did
link
make
here
one.
It'd be so meta.
from the
Uh-huh.
video.
So anyway, so you get down there. You haven't actually tested the pins at all. You guys have just been wearing them, right? Like,
Yeah.
no one's,
I
like,
mean,
scanned
What do you mean by
them.
testing?
I tested the pin on my finger to see if I drew blood from
You
it.
definitely did.
It's sure
Did
it's
it
a pin.
drink up the blood? I don't
Wait, wait,
recall
hold-
this.
What do you
It
mean
did
by
not.
testing?
Okay.
It fastens
Well, he was
blood.
he said that he thought it was a
I'm-
tracking device.
like,
so
Now
Wait,
I'm
wait.
really interested because they seem more important than I gave the credit for. That may not just be a symbol.
There's no such thing as tracking devices.
I've
in
just
the
been
80s.
showing mine off.
No such thing.
And I talked to the bartender about pointing out
Yeah,
anybody
the
else who was
government would
wearing
allow
one.
us to
And
know.
He would have if you guys didn't beat him to it and notice it on your own.
Yeah.
So, all right. So for the next hour or so, everything is pretty mundane. Everyone's like kind of hanging out, and there's some interest, and the interest passes once the few people who wanted to come up and talk to Jesse have done so, and now they're kind of settled into like their second bottle of champagne, and they're hanging out, and the lady comes back on stage to sing another series of crooning songs. I wish I knew better, like jazz age
Like
music.
swing
but,
dance songs.
yeah,
Like Fly Me to the Moon?
yeah. What a
Pennsylvania.
female, like it's a female singer.
Fly Me to the
So
Moon is a... Oh, whatever. Alright.
Yeah,
Like Ella Fitzgerald song.
yeah, so
Nina Simone.
Yeah.
yeah, music is one of my great weaknesses.
I kiss the
My love.
That's
my
Virginia.
love.
Porgy and Bass.
We should take this group to karaoke one day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should do that.
All right, so
It'll be fun.
It'll be karaoke tabletop.
So at around 11:35 or so, there's a little bit of... So, first of all, are you guys all like back in the balcony, kind of like hanging out together as a
Yeah.
group?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I may want
There's that.
I thought that Desmond and
Commotion.
I were down on the first floor because we just finished talking.
Well, did you come back?
Yeah,
up?
so
We
but
came
we're now
upstairs.
moving
We
came
forward
upstairs?
from
Okay,
there. Yeah.
we came upstairs,
The
sorry.
question is, when you're done with that part, are you gonna get
Right,
back
because there's
together?
been... Sorry, yeah.
The
yeah.
only person that was downstairs
Were you-
was Phillip. Was
I
down.
was,
You
like-
were
went
over
back.
by the commotion, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks. I went back
Where
upstairs.
the lady passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was drunk and said, "What's happening? Can I help?" And they said, "Go away."
Sue's been taken away. All the commotion has died down. Everyone has now restored themselves to perfect party mode, as if nothing had ever happened, as if no one had been carried off or anything like that. The whole event has been forgotten. So it's about 20 minutes to midnight, and you notice a commotion by the door, and at least enough to realize that someone also probably important has come down, and you look down, and I guess you would all recognize him. You probably won't because you are not from around here.
They'll tell me.
All of you who are New Yorkers recognize Al D'Amato has come in. He is one of your senators.
Okay. Wait, say his name? Al D'Amato?
I'm not a New Yorker, but
D''Amato.
D'Amato.
Yeah, he was the last Republican to ever serve as a senator from the state of New York.
Oh, is this a real person?
Yes, he's a real person.
Oh, that's fun.
How's it going, Al?
Is he alive?
who knows? I don't care.
He just died now.
Oh, okay.
In the real world, he's
Go
dead.
nuts.
Nice policy.
Well, we all know you.
Let's
you
all
like
beat
your
up on a real
grandfather's
dead
died,
guy.
I do think he was a grandfather when he died, so yeah.
Fits
get
my
that.
MO.
so- You're D'Amato.
What?
Mine to mine.
Grandfather murder.
Anyway, let's. Okay.
So
Stay on track.
he walks in and he's pretty much immediately mobbed by a group of people who are clearly well-dressed, well-heeled males. He's doing a very careful dance of like shaking hands, greeting people, and quickly disengaging from them.
There's no babies to kiss here.
No, there are definitely no babies to kiss.
This is a man who knows how to mingle.
Yeah, and he is making his way towards the front, towards where the musicians are. It's very clear that he has a couple of people with him who are bodyguards, who are trying to keep people from getting too close, but Al clearly also is here to glad hand, and so they're sort of in this position where, okay, we're going to let people shake hands and say hi, but then we're going to subtly strong-arm them away as quickly as possible so you can get to his table.
I want to scan. Do any of them have pens?
Neither Al nor the two bodyguards have pins that you can see.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Al is wearing a pin, but it's a U.S. flag. So,
It's not like one of those weird ones where like it's a hologram and you turn and then it. No, okay.
yeah, you're too
Those
far
ones
away
are
to tell.
cool.
Is the
Like,
flag upside down?
Yeah,
You
if
are also
look
too
close,
far to
there's
tell.
one too many stripes and those stars, they keep shifting. They keep changing. They
Each
cheering,
star is
laughing
actually a
at me.
teeny tiny
Little
symbol.
Each star has a little
You right
pyramid
up there to
eye.
see it.
Made from twigs.
If you turn it,
That would be amazing.
this is turning into national treasure.
Yeah, it is.
I would love to make
That
this
would be
a pin
awesome.
with literally
National
every
treasure.
single-
I-
National
That'd
Treasure,
That'd be
but
awesome.
like
I
Cthulhu
love that
edition.
movie.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
buy
like-
that pen.
I would
Okay.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
If if you let Nick Cage hear that idea, he'll make that movie.
I know.
I would love him to make that movie.
Mr. Cage, make our
Cage.
movie.
You're,
Please
you're
make,
single-handedly end this career.
Cuckoo Bananas.
Nick Cage in the
National
Cthulhu movie? I would love that.
Will's just like,
I
please,
feel like he's already done
please
it.
release me.
Probably.
Move on, please.
From this cage. Release me from this cage.
You're just a Nick in a cage.
Nick Cage, this season's celebrity sponsor. After what's his name failed us.
You know the deal. You eat a
Robert
T-shirt. you tweet out us. I eat a T-shirt. It's how it
Oh, he's
works.
just finding worse and worse ways to spend money.
So he makes it to the front, and he sits down at one of those little round tables with a little like candle in the middle of it, and it seems like he's just here by himself, specifically just to hear the band. There's no one with him. The seat next to him is empty, and his two bodyguards are just standing nearby. There's not a lot of tromboning for this piece. Like this one is mostly just vocals and like some maybe light.
How old is this young lady who's singing? Is she a young lady or is she not a
She's
young
probably
lady?
at least in her late 30s.
Okay.
So is he liked by the people in New York? What's his popularity?
Do the people of New York like
You-
anyone?
At this point in his career, he's about to retire.
Okay.
Like he's done. Like he made a failed bid for governorship, and basically after 1982, he retired and he's done.
So it's kind of just like a "Who are you?" kind of thing.
He's got nothing to lose
He's got a
then.
lot of seniority, but it seems like his popularity has waned. Like his failed bid for governorship eventually cost him his senatorial seat, and he pretty much disappears from public service after this.
He'll go on to get a really
Yeah.
nice lobbyist job or something like that.
No, this was before that kind of thing happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like.
Or they put him out to pasture and
Yeah,
they just
this,
take up a nice
you're
piece.
thinking of modern times.
Okay,
where
no.
Yeah,
there's
you're
that
thinking of
revolving door.
post Citizens United.
So yeah, in this he pretty much disappears into obscurity after this year. But at this point, he is still the longest sitting senator. He's been re-elected multiple terms, and he still has sway. People know that he's in the lame duck period of his career, but at this point, if you were ever connected to him, you were able to get your last minute like digs in or whatever you needed to do for him to do, because he does have all these connections, and he's still like very well regarded as a senior senator in Washington.
I can't think of a way to get. All right, so Arthur's just leaning, or Arlo's just leaning over the banister, just watching the guy, not the banister, the balcony, watching
Sure.
the guy. Look.
He's very from behind. You can see the back of his head, and he's kind of like slowly nodding to the music. Seems like he's very focused on the lady singing.
Yeah.
And that he's really just here for the band, which seems very interesting.
He's just here for her, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for her.
That was my guess.
Okay, so. But they don't have pins, right?
None that you can see. Now their backs are to you, so
Right,
it's even
maybe.
harder to tell if they have pins on.
Wow. Arlo's just kind of looking. I didn't expect somebody of. I mean, I know we were told that like a lot of important people come up here, but that's Diamato.
Yeah. It's
That's who?
I wonder what he would want to do
He's the
with
senator of New York.
Oh.
I wonder what he would want to do with all these Hollywood types, all these industry people.
No, this makes perfect sense. It's all connected.
Yeah, isn't this party like for just big important people?
I mean, I guess so, but I mean, what does he need?
Money.
Maybe he likes just being around the glitz and the glamour, you know?
Oh, is he on his way out?
Yeah, kinda. He's
Oh.
kind of going.
It's one big last party.
Not a bad way to make connections with people, though.
Yeah.
Quigley, what do you mean it's all connected?
Well, I mean, the government and the entertainment industry,
Ah, okay, all right, I
they
got you.
kind of feed off each other.
Yeah,
you suddenly notice quickly that for some odd reason, the trombone player, he's not looking at you anymore. It looks like he's looking at the senator.
There's something strange about this guy.
What
The senator?
What the senator?
Yeah, the senator.
Maybe he's here to meet someone.
I think he's attracting a little more attention than he should be.
the senator?
Yeah,
I feel like the senator should be attracting a lot of attention.
I know, but I think he's attracting even more than that.
More than a lot?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay.
I expect something shady to happen with him.
I mean, you could go talk to him.
No, I don't want him to know my face.
Yeah, probably not a good plan to just walk up and start talking to the senator, right? Like,
I mean, a lot of people have been doing that. There's a lot of people that just,
He'd
you know,
forget your
in
face.
droves came over, shook his
Yeah.
hand.
I guess we are kind of in here for that.
You are his constituents.
I'm not his constituent.
You can wear a mask.
I want to paint
One
his
of those
portrait,
balls.
but I
Is
can't.
one of those parties.
I say that if we accomplish nothing else tonight, we need to know what happens with D'Amato. We need to have somebody
Why?
on him every moment.
Quickly, how good are you with music?
Not.
Okay.
I, however, am a student of the arts.
Yeah. I'm also good with music.
Oh yeah, actually, you would be really good with music for this.
I could intimidate people into.
Tell me what the trombone player knows.
So what would it
Sir,
be
step
under-
away from the senator.
He knows the standards.
Yeah.
He would be thrown.
I have a music skill specifically that
Yeah.
I added. I
You
wrote
can improv
in
a little.
Music skill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But mostly
Is
just
it like
the
under
standards.
art?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
It's only a 40, but I wrote one in because I wanted to have a music skill.
Okay, so let's
But my
start
listen
with
is also really good.
Quigley trying to make an extreme intelligence idea roll.
Oh, wow.
Extreme,
huh?
How smart is Quigley?
Use
Well,
that
whatever
giant
last
brain.
one is.
So this isn't idea then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in.
It's
Engine
in.
idea is in.
25.
Oh.
Over 30.
So 65. Yeah, the extreme one, my lowest is 13.
Okay,
So it fails that.
Okay.
That's, so it's what? Basic, hard, extreme?
yeah, it's
regular
not.
hard.
That
extreme.
Regular, hard, extreme?
Is it extreme? I can't remember what adjective they use.
You got it.
but-
It's extreme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay. I'm close, but not there.
So you think that maybe whatever's going on is that you think that the trombone player is off. Like maybe he's being distracted by D'Amato somehow, but that he's like either offbeat or like playing the wrong notes or something like that. It just sounds like the music is more discordant. You should make a not extreme idea roll, whatever the hard one is for you.
Dave Bennington.
His solo is Morse code. He's telling all the government secrets.
That would be the
Oh,
other thing I was thinking.
Better. It'd be a better drum player though.
I succeeded with a 28 under 40.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what you do notice is that while it's very subtle, when the model sits down and starts listening, the music does change. It's not noticeable to average people listening, but you can tell that there's a small shift in both the tonality and the syncopation. Like, it's kind of a little bit off. It still sounds fine. It's almost like the style is the same. It's just that because you are trained, you can tell that the musicians are purposely now playing something slightly differently because he sat down and started listening.
Interesting.
That's awesome.
They know what he likes.
The musicians might be intimidated by him. The music switched up.
How?
Huh.
You guys
And you
didn't
almost
hear the
wouldn't have
tone?
noticed it, except it happened in the middle of a performance.
Is it such a thing where once he points it out, we can realize it?
If you're not trained, you wouldn't have even noticed it.
Okay.
Like, basically,
Yeah.
the only reason she even noticed it is that normally these types of changes aren't that different, right? Whenever you play a new piece of music, depending on where you start, it can be, like, shifted in terms of, like, it's the pacing could be faster or slower. It might be just, like, a half step too high or something like that. A lot of it depends on how you started off a piece.
Well, I trust.
The only reason she picked up on it was that they were in the middle of a performance when he sat down, and the change happened as the performance was going on.
And the whole band changed.
It's hard to tell if it's the whole band, because the parts of it that are noticeably different are not that overt, but the trombone player clearly is playing slightly differently.
Danielle, do you know what song this is?
No, I haven't heard a song like this, but there's not a lot of songs that would like switch their beat in the middle of the tune. They like, you guys didn't hear it? They like, the tempo changed almost
It's a little noisy. in
No, I
here
didn't pick it
when
overall.
he came in.
Well,
Seems like
got-
that trombone player switched up the rhythm somehow.
You're not saying Quigley is
Yeah.
on to
well,
something
you guys
actually?
remember
I don't know,
the
but
trombone player was
That's what my
staring at me.
ears hear.
What?
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah, you
He
tell
was?
us a lot of things.
Maybe
I
it's
try-
just your
I don't
cue.
remember who was with me in the crowd when
It was me.
it was just Phillip.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
I told you he was staring at me, right? And you couldn't see
Yeah.
it, but he's definitely staring right at the senator now.
Do
Like look at him.
do I see him staring at the senator?
Why
Yeah.
don't we
He
get
does
a,
glance at the senator occasionally as he's playing. I mean,
Like
he
I
is
think
most
the
favorite
senator
right
is
there.
the cause of the change.
But
is there?
I mean, don't you
a,
think that maybe just because the senator's
Is
the
there a
most
table
important
open
person in the
near
room
him?
right now, that
I mean, I'd get
That's who-
nervous if I was performing for the senator.
Or maybe
the
they're
senator walks in.
they're playing
Yeah.
for him?
That would be 49 under 55.
Oh, so not right next to him, but one table over from that,
Sure.
there is an unoccupied table there to stay slightly further away from the main central area.
Well, why don't we get a closer look? There's an empty table nearby.
I'll bite.
I'm down for curiosity.
Well, that is extremely
I'm
unlikely, but let's
Drunk enough
take
to
it.
say yes.
What do you mean? I can see the table.
Yeah, but like what?
Why?
Everyone around the senator should be like packed in. Okay.
I mean,
Lucky break, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go. I
Well,
grab
let's take
my
it before
drink.
other people do.
I think we all
It's
hurry
almost
down.
as if it was
Yeah.
left
Mhm.
for us.
As you get down to the main floor, a couple of you who are thoughtful about such things realize that those tables will comfortably seat four. when you get down there, if you want all 6 of you at this table, somebody's gonna have to take initiative to grab some chairs from an adjacent table and scooch them over here and crush you guys into one big table, one tiny table.
That'll look weird.
I'll stand instead. I'm gonna go over and stand next to the band so I can get a good view. I want a good view of the senator and the trombone
Same.
player and the
I'll go
singer.
with
Oh,
Okay.
all right. So remember, that would be weird.
Would it be weird?
This isn't like modern day mosh pit concerts.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
So
You can just
There may
stand.
be
So you got
standing
these
room off
guys-
to the sides.
We could just
Yeah.
dance nearby.
like where there are like columns or something.
And Arlo's not gonna think of that.
That's what
Like-
I said.
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
because
We realize there's not enough room
You
at
have
the
the
table.
stage here.
Yeah.
And you have
Good
like these
dance.
kind of elite seating where the senator and some other wealthy people are seated, and then behind here there's a dance floor
Oh, that's
and the various like things. So these people way in front. These are like the prime seating, right? You're right in front. You're just enjoying.
I'm gonna
it.
go to the bar instead of taking a seat. I'm gonna.
You're not interested in this.
But y'all can fight over seats. I'm gonna go get a refresher.
I'm not gonna take a seat either, so that way we have 4, and I'll stand over to the side and try to draw the senator on a nap. No, I'm trying to draw the singer on a nap.
I'm not one for the music anyway. So
I'm gonna sit down because my character is
Wasted.
a little bit. He's not. He's sobered up a little bit, but he's not like he's drunk.
So you and Quigley and the 2 ladies are gonna go to the table.
Yeah. Well, Ryan just said you weren't going to,
Yeah.
right?
No, yeah, I'm just kind of just like
You're gonna try and dance with.
just hover.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
so now there's an empty seat.
Yeah.
Somebody can join them.
As when I finish my drawing, I'll sit down.
Where does Jude actually end up then?
Can you describe the layout again?
You could
Right.
you could follow me to the bar.
So-
Sorry.
It's a large rectangular room.
Let's say
When
this
you
is the
first come in,
stage.
there's some steps going down.
Yep.
And then a large dance floor
Yeah.
type of area where people are gathered around.
Yeah.
On the right hand side, as you're facing the stage, is like a series of tables that are like the stand up kind of drink
Sure.
tables. There's a balcony above
Yes.
where you guys are seated.
Yes.
On the left is a bar
Yes.
that's closer to the door.
Okay.
Then there's some empty space. And then the stage, which is on the fore and left.
Mhm.
In front of the dance floor, closer to the stage, are a series of these round tables that seat 4 people that are like elite chairs with a little
Okay.
window in the middle.
All right.
And on the far right ahead
Enjoy your
is the
meal.
bathrooms.
Okay. I will.
Okay.
I will sit
Your
with them then.
music.
I think
Sounds
that's
good.
just easier
Okay.
Yeah.
spatially.
So you 2 are at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just off
I'm
to
not-
the
I'm off to
side
the side
drawing
drawing the singer.
the singer.
Yeah.
On
I
the
went
napkin.
I went to the bar.
Okay. Make an art roll.
Sweet. Got to make good use of that art skill.
Big guy.
I fail with a 98 over 65.
Lord.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Make an occult roll.
Dang.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Another fail with a 92 over 50.
Okay.
Can I push the occult roll?
Sure.
Whoa!
Do you think of a terrible consequence if I?
Right.
Oh, I already have one. This
Alright.
would just be cooler if you fail it again.
Oh no.
I failed again. It's 94.
Yay!
Wait, is that 94 again?
Yeah, it's 94. I can't
God.
roll under
Oh my
50.
goodness.
Yay! You failed!
Oh,
Yay!
Wow.
Nope.
Oh, his napkin
Failing
catches
is fun for
fire.
everyone.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm
We'll
over
come
the
back to
side
you. You're
sketching.
drawing.
All right.
Yeah. You're not done with it. We're not done here. Right. So the 4 of you get down there, and you grab the table, and almost immediately a cocktail waitress comes and asks if they can help you with anything.
Yes. I will take a whiskey ginger.
I'm gonna die.
Ma'am?
Martini, please.
I want something with vodka in it.
So.
Vodka martinis for both of us.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That
Thank you.
sounds delicious.
She feels immediately saved. I'm like, that's just hot.
That's based on a true story from
It's
my
like,
real life.
may I
Oh, right.
see your ID?
I totally said that at an actual bar once. That was wasted.
Wow, that would be it's like that's like people going up and saying,
No,
I
people,
like a
people
beer.
order like that all the time.
Yeah, especially if you're really
One
drunk.
beers,
do.
please.
People come up to in Woody's and they say, "I'd like a burger.
Oh.
I'd like a cheeseburger.
I figured.
A
Yeah.
hamburger."
Yeah, and so then the
Like a-
the service person looks at their alternate menu of cost-benefit analysis.
They also ask me
To determine
Like
what
this-
they want to say.
No, what's the most that they make the most off of? the item?
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right.
So,
That'll be 1 mega ultra cheeseburger with gold flakes.
Yeah.
yeah,
That'll be
super
$39.95.
sized soda.
By the way, if I win the Powerball this week, we're gonna go to the one still accessible Hooters, and
And you're gonna have a conversation.
Why?
Why Hooters?
I
So-
love this.
so I've
right
always
now.
been a fan of Hooters.
They have good wings.
Their wings are really good,
Their wings are fantastic.
and their oysters are actually quite good. But the thing that
Hooters is
draws
known
me
for its food.
even more to Hooters
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that if you ever go to Hooters and pay any attention,
Okay.
the right kind of
Go
attention,
on.
like if you buy Playboy for the articles, you'll notice that every Hooters has on the menu a $99 wing order that basically comes with like a dozen wings and a bottle of Dom Perignon.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
And it's on every menu. And one time I was at a Hooters when I was like spending infinite Wizards of the Coast money, and I said, "Seriously, what's this for?" He says, "Oh, sometimes a guy will come in here with a date or something like that, and just be either drunk or on a special
Date?
thing, and they'll order it." And
Bring your
every
date to
Hooters has a single bottle of Dom Perignon waiting for anyone to ever order it.
Oh my
That's
god.
kind of fascinating.
I
Yeah.
do it.
Wow.
love
So-
this.
Yes.
So yes, I've always wanted to do it,
Classy.
and
It's like that commercial I saw for Hooters where it has the mom. It
I
has
used to
the whole
go to
family.
so
Hooters
you
a
will
lot
be
as a
amongst the
kid.
first people in the world to realize that I won $500 million because I would say, "Hey, let's go to Hooters."
Dumb.
We go, oh good, James won $500 million.
Oh, that'll be a treat. That'd be pretty funny.
Boy, you know what that means though? It means that if I win the secondary prize and only won $1.5 million,
Oh.
I can't say let's go to Hooters because then you guys would get the wrong idea.
Yeah.
Let's go to the store.
Because I'll say no, I only won $1 million, not $500 million, and none of you will ever believe me.
Let's go to Applebee's.
And
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
go, oh.
We'll
Like
stop at
one
the wine
Dom
store,
Perignon.
pick up
Yeah.
a bottle of Dom
Applebee's.
Perignon, and then go to
Applebee's.
Applebee's.
Yep.
Applebee's does feel like a second place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, who doesn't know?
Applebee's
Never-
is the place you end up. It's not the
Yeah,
place
it's,
you go
not,
to.
it's never a first
Is that their
place.
tagline? Applebee's is the place you end up.
Yeah.
Tabletop Talk, not
It's a
sponsored
real
by
great
Applebee's.
press.
Right.
Applebee's, we know we're not your first choice.
Applebee's is like the Arby's of family
All right,
restaurants.
Applebee's. We'll be waiting.
Applebee's, you weren't our first choice either.
Well, looks like you're off the hook, Nicolas Cage. We've moved on to Applebee's. So,
The Declaration of Independence is on the back of this Applebee's.
Can't make it out, it's covered in crayon.
just when you thought you were out next
What is it?
week,
What does it say?
pulled
It does
you back in.
It says, Josh was here and poopy.
Pee-pee.
Pee-pee.
Anyway,
The bees! Applebee's!
speaking of these tables,
So how you were at the bar?
Yeah.
Are you ordering a drink? Are you just sitting with your back to the bar?
I'm ordering the same thing that I've been ordering, which
Okay.
I forgot what it was.
Which
I think I just
neat-
ordered
which
scotch.
Sure.
Oh, Scotch neat.
Yeah, scotch neat.
Okay.
And
How many of these have you had tonight?
I think that I'm at 3 right now.
Okay. So
But I'm gonna just just sort of.
you're nursing it comfortably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hover at the bar, like not in that irritating way where like somebody thinks like, "Oh, have I served you yet?" But
Sure.
in the like, "Oh, I'm just sipping my drink right now."
Sure. And that's normal. They have a lot of people who are like that.
Yeah.
So you're scanning the floor and you see your compatriots. You see that those 4 folks are sitting there. They've just made orders. You notice that Arlo is off drawing on the napkin, which I think to you is okay. Yeah, you weren't one of those people who was like
Oh
anti-Arlo
yeah,
art.
I am indifferent to his death magic.
It doesn't take you much to note that he has a look when he's intensely drawing, and he's got that look for sure right
The
now.
vinegar strokes.
Like it's one of those it's one of those like it's the look that you would imagine someone would have when they were like staring down someone who just like cut them off in traffic or something and they wanted to kill them. And it's just a very intense, very focused look that looks more angry than focused.
Okay.
It's like an owl hunting a mouse.
Yes.
Mm.
You have to take all that line in.
Yeah, it's very in the zone. It's got that whole kind of like unblinking, kind of rage-based stare to it.
He's kind of fascinating to me. Kinda. Yeah, kind of fascinating.
And you also feel like he's not doing that napkin any favors either, by the way he's drawing on it.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at this napkin. Like,
Is doing like the thing where he's drawing through it?
yeah, I can't imagine that he's getting anything worthwhile on a napkin.
Yeah, it doesn't look good from this distance. Like, you can't really tell, but you're looking at it, it's like, oh, he cannot be getting any good traction on that.
Can I tell that he's trying to draw the senator?
No, he's looking at the woman on stage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to draw the same.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I see him doing that, and then I sort of like just gaze over to the woman on the stage. I mean, I just want to see like what the.
Do
Like,
you have any psychology at all?
I have one above the base level of psychology. I've got a
1 point.
I put 1 point into. I have an 11. I have 11
Why don't you go spot hidden?
Random.
spot hidden. Okay, where's my spot hidden at? Okay. That is a 64 over 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything seems fine.
Okay.
I'm watching the senator very closely.
I mean, I'm like half engaged. Like, you know.
The senator is sort of nodding,
Mm-hmm.
like slowly, like he's kind of following the music, but you're not sufficiently musical to. It's so funny to like knowing that Nick, the player, would have very obviously picked up on any of these because he's actually a musician, but your character doesn't like pick up on any of the weirdness of like it seems like he's just kind of nodding along with the beat. So your table is separated from the senator's table by another table in between, and that table in between has another gentleman who's just seated there by himself, nursing a beverage, also watching it. And you guys have not seen or noticed him before, but he just happens to be at the intervening table.
He's just some guy, not like not one of the senator's people.
No, he was already there when the senator sat.
Gotcha.
So it almost looks like the senator's table was set aside for him because it is clearly the best seat, and nobody has sat in it up until this point.
Makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he hasn't sat in it. Like, he could, but he's choosing just to stand. When he could have just as good of a view, maybe even a little bit better, to be sitting in that seat. So,
Who's standing?
the senator.
Oh no, he's seated.
Who's sitting?
Oh, he's seated?
He's at this table. He's just by
Oh,
himself.
okay,
Like,
never mind.
There's no one else at the
I thought
table.
you were talking about their table.
Oh no.
No.
So the senator is sitting at a table right in front of the performer.
Okay, that's...
And to the right is another table that's like almost as good, and then they're on the table just to the right of that.
Okay, scratch everything I said.
Okay.
That's what I thought you meant. I thought that, like, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's why that table was unoccupied before. Okay.
His two guards are standing though. next
Okay.
to him. They're just far enough away so that they're not like right on top of him. But obviously, if anyone came close to try to get to the table, they would be able to intervene and stop you from getting there.
Okay.
So, as the piece is ending, the lady sort of like thanks everyone quietly, and then she quickly moves off stage, and the band picks up a new piece. When she moves off stage, you sort of like snap out of it, and your piece is done. Your napkin looks terrible. It's like really scratched up. There's holes and torn pieces and stuff like that. What's really bizarro about it is that what you have drawn, and it is anyone else looking at your napkin would just see chicken scratch. Like you've drawn through it. There's ink on your hand. Like the napkin just looks like a shredded piece of napkin. But because you're the artist and you were drawing it, you very clearly see that you were not drawing the woman. Like the picture that you were drawing is not her. And now that you've kind of come back into your own consciousness and you're looking at like the pieces of drawing, you were clearly trying to draw the trombone player.
My hands are like shaking a bit as I see it, and I go, And I just kind of look at it and I just kind of tear it up into pieces and throw it on the floor.
All right. So you.
I'm too nervous to be polite.
Okay. You throw the garbage on the floor. Like no one is watching you specifically, except for the trombone player, because when you notice as you look up, you're pretty sure he's just staring at you.
Is he still playing?
Oh yes. Yeah.
I just glance at him for a second, then shake my head, and then wander shakily over to the bar to get a drink.
What's up with you? You did get your
I want food.
Huh?
Could you get your drawing you wanted?
What? No,
Get outta here.
no, I didn't work out. It's fine. Hey,
Stop it, you.
What are you doing, man? Playing the trombone.
He's the
He's
trombone player.
I'm
He's
sorry.
staring at you.
The camera can't see that.
That's okay. It's important you see
It's
it.
what's off
Yeah, it
camera.
got
that's
you. You were
it's
like, what are
you
you
don't
doing?
see. That's
I wanted-
important.
I wanted
worked.
to create the feeling.
Of being watched.
Okay. Anyway, I reach out. I turn to the bartender and say, "Can I have a dry martini, please?"
Of course.
Thanks. No, I didn't work out.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine what you'd be able to get on like a napkin.
It's
I'm sure that there's paper somewhere in here.
poor craftsman blames his tools, that sort of thing. Yeah, but I think I'm done with drawing for a little bit. Just didn't feel right, Gotta get back to painting.
Yeah.
At least as soon as the institute lets me, or the agency, or whatever the hell they're called. Hey, bartender, how's that drink going?
I'm in the middle of making it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
I like see.
Hold your horses.
I see him being impatient. So, you were trying to draw the lady on stage?
Was it that obvious?
I mean, there ain't too much around here that's noteworthy. You either got the senator, you got your lady singing, or you got your trombone player that everybody's been talking about.
I just thought looking at the senator, I thought maybe I had a thing for her. I thought I'd sketch a little picture, be a little icebreaker, but didn't quite work out. That's all.
You drink, sir.
Thanks.
Make a sanity check.
Okay.
Yes.
Your martini glass breaks in your hand.
22 under 63.
The flag is a trombone.
Ah! I spill a little bit out of it.
So you see him kind of jump all of a sudden and splash. The flag flips out and lands on the counter.
I don't yell. I just look at the trombone player. I look at the bartender. What the hell is that?
It's a dry martini, sir.
No, the flag.
Pretty sure. Now that you look at it,
It was a dry martini.
it looks perfectly normal, like the way it was supposed to. Oh, by the way, you lose 2 points of sanity.
Sorry. Thanks.
Do you really think that more alcohol is good for you right now, or you think maybe you should get some rest, or maybe sober up a little bit?
No, a little alcohol would be good. Mellow me out.
No, whatever you say, ma'am.
The young lady returns to the table with the four of you, presents you with your drinks. As she puts her drink in front of you, she kind of lays a light hand on your shoulder, is like, you should probably take it easy.
Oh, I'm gonna take it easy.
you guzzle it.
No.
You just tilt it back and you think it's a bottle. And it's just.
It goes down easy.
I try and take a sip, but it spills a bunch.
Through your teeth, you're like, ew.
No, it's like I'm drinking it and I spill it I'm trying to be sexy, but that sort of it goes down my cheek into my shirt. I'm like, ah.
Are you drinking it like a Muppet, where you don't actually have a it's like
Yeah, it's like Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster, it's just alcohol all over the place.
I gotta be careful with that motion. That's close.
Me one.
Anyway,
Oh, that's right, it's a liquid.
I was going like this, and I was like, whoa.
You just
Let me just do it again in case anyone missed it.
I
What
missed
did it
I had to
look
make sure.
What did it look like, Phillip?
I missed it both times.
Phillip, what did it
Oh,
look
good. Oh, good.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what the joke is right now.
no, it's fine.
Anyway.
Alright, so
No
yeah,
joke.
so your drinks
No
are
jokes
served.
here. Only trombones.
Perfect.
He's looking at his figure.
Oh no, I thought he was about to like do something with the camera. So a gentleman comes up on stage and it says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize. Miss Herrera is feeling a bit under the weather. Please be patient. We will continue with the band, and we should have a new performer up in just a little bit. Arrangements are being made at this time."
The moment that they make this announcement, I like give him a look, but I don't say anything.
What?
What?
What? What are you looking at?
You? Is there a problem with looking at you?
No, it's fine. Sorry, it's fine.
Is the band leaving the stage?
No, they're continuing to play. It's just that the singer is not coming back. Looks like
What is the senator's reaction to this?
he has ordered drinks. You didn't know this when it happened, but you see someone
Yeah,
has
he-
brought a drink to his
I
table.
hated her.
It looks like it might be a Long Island iced tea based on the color and the shape
Don't
of the
look at
glass, but it's not clear from here.
Oh, okay.
Strong Island iced tea.
He
He
seems to
likes
be
to
taking it in stride.
Partying.
It is his first drink of the evening, so
Make it a go, man.
He's got to catch up.
well,
Yeah.
He's drinking like an AMF.
Yeah.
A Speedy Gonzalez.
oh my god. So, the band continues to play, and just at almost the stroke of midnight, a woman comes to join the senator at his table. And because you guys have been positioning yourself specifically, none of such things, she is a lovely lady in blonde wearing a silver sequined dress.
It's the lady in the reflection of the pen.
Oh my gosh, it's the lady in the reflection of the pen.
At least from behind. None of you
Yeah,
have ever
no-
seen her face.
At least from behind. I've never seen her face.
She turns around. It's
I like-
it's RuPaul.
I like.
No, she turns around and it's just blank. Like she actually just doesn't have a face.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Toner's just like, you guys ever feel like there's somebody narrating everything that you're doing?
I have
There's a little
like,
chubby midget playing a
sigh
trombone
of
every time you walk.
moment.
Sorry.
Very good. I have like a little sigh of relief, like.
Like it's not you?
Well, you didn't
Yeah.
wear you didn't wear the dress.
She had
I was
one.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Do we recognize the woman by her face now? Like, is she
We don't know her
well-known?
face.
She is not famous to any of you.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
none of you have
But
things you've ever seen.
do
her.
we all make the connection of silver sequin dress?
Well, I say that's the person.
That is the description. Whether your characters realize that is significant or not, or assign more significance to it, is up to you.
It doesn't seem like that much room to make.
I think my character thinks it's her.
So do we see
Okay,
her
well,
from
now we need to keep tabs on her too.
from our
Too much
position at the
going on
bar?
here.
Do we see the front or the back of her?
You see the angled rear. From where
Okay.
she's seated, you can see her from behind and just to the side, like on this angle.
We wouldn't be able to see the front of where a pin might be. Then.
Not easily.
Okay.
I mean, it could be. There's sequins all over that dress.
There's sequence.
Every single one could be a pin.
Yeah, exactly.
single
For all
one
we know.
is in-
Every single one could be an
Chinese
American
symbol.
flag, and every star in every American flag could be another American
That'd be
flag.
that would be very haute couture.
It would be.
It's a crazy image.
Lord.
Wow. I'm not gonna do anything about this. I'm just gonna let it play out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm too razzled to do anything.
I'm just like, my character's just like,
So the band is
That's
still
her.
playing.
The band is still playing.
Without a sing.
In fact, interestingly enough, you guys have been here for like 4 hours now, and the band is not taking a break.
Wow.
that is
Do they look
insane.
tired? Are
They
they
do this all the
sweating?
time.
They usually get pretty tired.
Yeah, 4 hours
They
of-
do look pretty not exhausted tired, but you do feel like that they're kind of like going to need a break pretty soon. The trombone player looks fine though.
What time is it?
It's
Almost midnight.
almost exactly midnight. Like we're maybe a couple minutes away. Like if this was New Year's Eve, this was the point where like they would switch it up and they would bring the people over and they would get ready for the countdown.
Just to be, the thing I'm thinking of the backless woman's face is his picture that he drew, right?
Mhm.
Or the pamphlet.
Someone
Yeah.
should.
My
drop,
psychic vision was something that happened in the past, and that is what we're. I'm assuming
Someone
that's
sh-
the future. I think.
Someone should drop
We don't
something
know.
behind her so
That's
she
my
turns
character.
around,
We don't know.
and then you can see if she's wearing a pin.
Just push me over in her direction. I'm like, oh, sorry, and then we'll go.
That's
oh,
a good idea.
Have you met Tonar?
Yeah.
I used to be a surfer, but I'm afraid of the water.
You're a pretty lady.
Have you ever have you ever tried to count all the sequins on your dress?
I would
How
do
many
that, but I
are
don't want. I
there?
don't want them to see me do that because I don't want to like make them think I do stuff like that. But I would definitely do that to get her to turn around.
If you guys want to like
I would like.
convince
What
my
if-
character to do
what
it.
if
See,
I
I
would
would
let
walked
make it
up
look like
in
you
front
don't.
of
Wait,
them
is there
and
like a
looked.
set of silverware on
On the table?
like, the table? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just throw a knife over
Is there a
there.
set of silverware on every table?
Yes.
Okay.
I like
Drop it behind her.
brush my hand and then knock it off on a. I knock down a fork
Oh.
on accident.
On their table or ours?
Behind her.
Cling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
Does she turn around?
I mean, there's a big
No,
band
like
playing.
you're right in her sight line. She just kind of leans over and like looks real quickly and then continues our conversation.
Oh, she's in our sight line. Okay, never mind.
I mean, your table is, she's sitting here. There's a table, and then you guys are over here.
You have a better
Like-
view of her than we do.
Oh,
The senator actually turns to the right a
oh
little
boy,
bit,
I'm glad I
and
didn't
then
do
quickly
it.
like turns back.
Guys, we need more. We need more cutlery.
It wasn't loud enough.
I flipped the table.
No. Please no.
Okay.
Okay.
These are all viable options.
We have to find out if that's the.
Wow,
person.
this party really picks up at midnight.
Flipping
Picks up the
tables.
All right, I'm going
Should we
to.
go over there and talk to
I'm
her?
going to. No, you stay here.
I will stay here.
You stay.
Toner's about to get after you.
I will be back. I put out my cigarette and I go up to their table, and I just kind of come into their line of sight, into her line of sight, and I'm like, "Excuse me."
As soon as you get close by, one of the security people like on that side moves up and puts himself like just in between. Like you can still interact, but he's like ready that if you take
I
one more
understand.
step closer towards the table,
I
he's gonna
understand.
like
Yeah,
take you down.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to keep that distance,
Sure.
so it's not.
So she looks up.
Excuse me. I
Senator.
wanted to compliment your wonderful gown. I was hoping you could tell me what designer it is.
Is Christian Dior.
Oh, absolutely lovely choice. Do I notice?
Of course.
Is she wearing a pin?
No.
Anything like that? Nothing. Okay.
Crap.
What no-name person would be wearing Christian Dior?
I just go back and sit down.
They seem to go back to the conversation. You do note that she pretty much sat down like she knew she was coming, and no security person tried to stop her.
Yeah. No. She was
and the senator do talk as if they knew each other.
planning to meet them
Is the
there.
senator married?
He is. This is not his wife.
He's a real person.
Is his ring on?
He is.
Okay. So he's not trying to hide anything from her. If they're in even that sort of relationship.
He is a prominent public figure, and people's awareness of his marital status is a very well-known piece of information.
I bet they're not.
So
She's
they're
not
probably-
going after it.
She's a
in public.
constituent.
Yeah.
His picture is also everywhere, so it'd be really hard for him to disguise himself as not Senator from New York.
Who meets with constituents at midnight at the Cotton Club?
Oh, I'm not near you right now, but
Oh, never mind.
The
But I was
wanna
just saying.
meet
I was.
the
I know.
Yeah.
constituents.
I don't know.
You could say that's
Who?
them.
Who? You tell me, Robert.
No one does. That was a rhetorical question.
There's a crescendo as the band like ends their piece on some like
Ooh.
significant chord, and they all get up and walk off stage.
That shakes me out of my stupor.
Yeah.
I set my glass down.
And for those of you who are noticing, it is exactly midnight.
I start clapping because
I-
it's great music.
There is actually a lot of applause throughout the entire. Like, yeah.